Hey guys, we're back with some Pokemon Puffy Pink. We're kind of in the last sort of stretch of the game, because all we really have left is to evolve a couple of Mons, catch a couple of Mons, and obviously do the Elite Four and Champion. So I think I did buy some Ultra Balls before I ended stream, or maybe off stream. But also we need to evolve some Mons, so that's what we're going to do straight up. Let's go. Hello there, Connor. Good to see ya. We're pretty much right near the end. Also, I believe I did get enough friendship with this guy off stream, or just before we finished stream, so we can evolve him. And this guy's a little funky little dude, so I'm excited to see him. Puffy evolved into a cool spook. He's got sunglasses. Very cool. He looks chill as hell. Yeah. He's a cool little dude. I love a lot of the Kirby enemies we have in this game. So we have... I actually went back to, I guess, Cerulean Cave just to double check if you could catch another dark matter there. And yeah, you can, which I managed to do. Now we just need 2 more, and we have to go find the items that we need to actually evolve them. But there's our cool spook. There's only 1 more mon that we need that is friendship based, so... First things first, let's evolve all the starters. Because we have a lot of starters that we caught during our last session. But yeah, the plan is to try and finish the living decks today and finish the playthrough. Which, we're pretty much done. It's just a bunch of, like... evoing a lot of Mons and catching just the legendaries. I'm pretty sure we've caught every sort of regular Mon that is out there, which is pretty good. And once we're done, we'll move over to Pokemon Violet, where we will take part in the Golden Week event that is currently happening. Because there is a Golden Week event happening in that particular game, which I believe is a bunch of golden Pokemon, so things like Shinx is apparently golden, won't question that. Relor, Magikarp, I think there was one other Pokemon, I can't remember off the top of my head, unfortunately. But we'll find out when we get over there. But I do know for a fact, the only one I really need is Relor. So I'm just going to be getting Relor and then do some shiny hunting for Vivillon, because we still gotta get patterns. And while I am taking a bit of a break from my shiny hunting month, I guess at some point we'll go back to it, don't worry. But I have almost gotten those videos ready on the YouTube, and I plan to like send the Discord a ping, basically, saying that, hey, it's done, sort of thing. Anyways, our Wispy Jr. evolved into Wispy. Luckily, all the starters we caught over in Cerulean Cave pretty much can evolve straight away because they're so high leveled. We will probably go back to Cerulean Cave after the Elite Four. Another reason we want to do the Elite Four is to try and get a chunk of money. And our Wispy evolved into Yiggy Woods. We kind of already knew that these guys, what they look like, because our rival has one. I'll evolve this one so we can get another Wispy. I'm rearranging my desk setup so I'm here just moving stuff around. That's totally fine. I'll try and do my best to entertain you with my voice, if you're not looking at the screen. Ooh, I am noticing something odd about your character running around. I better double check that. I might have missed a pixel. But I think that should be right. You probably, if anyone is looking down at the screen, you probably have noticed also that some of the avatars I've got a little bit of an adjustment. The Nightbot's now green, and the Stream Elements one is now a darker blue, which I thought was just, you know, change of pace. I believe we have seen this guy's first Evo at some point. I think we've seen almost all the Mons throughout the game, which is really neat, because I'm not sure if you normally would see all the Mons in Kanto. But the fact that this ROM hack goes out of its way to allow us to catch all the Mons without having to worry about it. Our Bobo evolved into a Flamer. Definitely something, if you are making a smaller ROM hack with like Emerald or FireRed and Leaf Green, I highly suggest you do that, because there are some people like me who enjoy having like the whole decks available without trading, especially because ROM hacks obviously don't have trading abilities. ROM hacks do what Nintendo fears, pretty much. But it's understandable that Nintendo wanted us to trade with each other. Anyways, our Flamer evolved into Mr. Bright. And that's pretty much all the starters. We already know what the water starter looks like, which we are going to evolve one copy of him, so we can stick him in the living decks. So, I do understand they want Nintendo's hardware is made for trading purposes, but we have the issue right now is that the 3DS shop is first closed, and now the 3DS Online is closed. So it's getting harder and harder to try and, like, keep a lot of the old games. So emulator is currently, like, what a lot of people have to use, because there's just no physical way of getting some of these games. Like, getting some of the 3DS games even, and they're not that old. Some of the 3DS games for Pokemon are really expensive, and don't even, like, get started on the DS versions. Even more expensive. Just finishing off what I was eating. Hello, Bunga King 2. This is not Pokemon. Yeah, this is a ROM hack known as Puffy Pink. It's a ROM hack of FireRed, which uses Kirby characters. But, good to see you. We're just starting off with some evoing, so we can get our living decks more complete. We probably will go through the Pokédex at some point too. Have on my phone Delta Games. Yeah, I think this is a relatively new ROM hack that's come out, because it has a lot of the more recent Kirby enemies and stuff like that. But it's a pretty well done ROM hack, to say the very least. Okay, there's a couple of mons we can evolve here. A lot of these are what we caught last session. But yeah, this ROM hack and its creators are very, like... What's the word I'm looking for? I wouldn't say meticulous, that's not the right word. But there's a lot of love to this game. The sprite work is amazing, the shinies are great. The fact that you can catch all the mons is a really nice touch. The fact that a lot of these Kirby enemies are pulled from, like, so many different sources. From, like, the most recent games to the, like, even some of the earlier, more niche games. Just started a Pokemon Unbound playthrough. Oh, nice. I think I have heard of Pokemon Unbound. I think I may have played it just for funsies at one point, but it might have been a while back. Another ROM hack I would consider maybe doing is the, what's the one called? Is it Unbound? No, Infinite Fusion. That's the one. But I'm still just waiting. Maybe if people have a big interest in it, that might be considered a goal. I have to try and use the Steam Elements shop at some point. Like, I do have Steam Elements, and I believe you can do redeems. So I want to get some redeems, like, for, like, games or just things. You know, just to spice the stream up a little bit, but I have to figure out how it works. Anyways, our gate evolved into a Norcodile. So you can see, like, both these enemies are from Forgotten Land, so they're very, very recent. I still love how small this dude is. It's so silly. He's supposed to be massive and he's small guy. But I believe we have everything's evolved. Yeah, everything is... I don't think there's any item evos anymore. Ah, but I guess our guy evolved into a torturring. I think that's how you pronounce it. Like turtle and building. Turtling. Very hard to say. Yeah, if you just want a fun, quick romp through, like, Kanto, this is definitely a fun game to do. There's just a couple of little changes here and there, as well as just, like, I guess in general, some of the levels, I don't know if, I think the rival has, like, one Pokemon that's way too powerful, but it's not evolved, which makes me wonder if it's going to be evolved when we get to the end. It's essentially the Eevee of the game, so it has 3 Evos, so I have a feeling that it most likely is going to correspond to whatever we chose as our starter. That would make the most sense, but we'll see. Because I've obviously looked nothing up on this game. I pulled this out as a bit like a... what's the word? An April Fool's joke, and then I just thoroughly enjoyed the game and the sprite work, so I was like, you know what, let's just finish it, right? Plus, I wouldn't want to just do one episode, which is like 5 hours, and then just drop the game. Also, this guy is whack. I don't know where he's from, but it's funny. He goes from this silly-looking dude to this? Like, what? Anyways, our Lobzilla evolved into Ebizel. Like, what is this? I've never seen this before. Maybe it's from the anime. Because I believe some of the enemies are pulled from the anime as well. Yes, Kirby has an anime, for those who don't know. It's a very old anime. It does have a sub and dub version. And it did end, I think, on a weird note. Like, I think it didn't fully finish, or ended on, like... what's the word? It felt a little incomplete. Like, maybe we could have used a couple more episodes. It's still a fun romp to go through. It has some dark moments to it, too, which is great. Anyways, our Iron Mam evolved into a Grand Mam. Okay, that's everything here evolved. And I think we'll only have, like, maybe one more Pokemon to evolve after this. Well, a couple, actually, because we need to go back and evolve all the, what's the word? The Dark Matters once we get them. Oh yes, I guess our UFO evolved into a Dubior. We've seen a couple of these throughout our journey. But yeah, there's the fact that not only did they go out of their way to make like these gorgeous sprites, they also made like the little PC version ones as well, and they're all really nice. This guy's a funky little dude. I do like how I was looking at this guy's shiny, and it's about the same green color as this guy, so if you do get the shiny version of that, you get like a bright green one, which looks just cool. This octopus needs to evolve. I believe this one might have been a stone evo. Let me double check. Yeah, this one's a water stone evo, so I'm gonna have to double check and see if I've got a water stone. And we will evolve one of our dark matters because we can. And evolve our QB. We still need to find another, the Jobski, so we can have, the Evo. But yeah, thankfully, if you get one of every Pokemon, they should fit neatly in this, like, five boxes, which is really nice. Aesthetically pleasing, as one might say. Alright, let me double check and see if I've got a Water Stone. That would be kind of embarrassing if I don't. I would have to, like, fly. Okay, thank goodness. And now Floatzel evolves into an Octagon. Two more. Yo. First evolve QB. which apparently didn't evolve. What level does he evolve? Ah, 45, so close. Need a couple more levels. But yeah, we're gonna have to go look for the 2 other unique items, because Dark Matter evolves with 3 unique items which are related to the Kirby games. And I believe we picked up one of them. I believe it might be the Crystal Shard. But we'll see. Rectangly, yeah. We get QB evolves into QD. And hello there, Weiss. Good to see ya. Alright, so we picked up the Crystal Shard at some point. Let me see. Here we go. Crystal Shard. Crystal from an unknown planet seems to hold the dark power to make a certain Pokemon evolve. Hope you're doing well, Fia. I am. Got a little bit of cooking prep done before stream, so I did wake up a little early. Because it requires 2 hours of boiling. And I knew I had stream, so I had to get that done. Anyways, our Dark Matter evolved into Miracle Matter. And if you are familiar with some of the Kirby bosses, that is one of the final bosses of one of the games. Maybe we'll see it one day. But yeah, it is my grandmother's birthday today. So I am designated chef of the house. I love how this sprite goes from this to just long. This longer sprite. It's so good. Alrighty. I believe that's all we can evolve so far. Yeah, long. So we need 2 more Dark Matters. We need 1 Jobski. This is all the spaces for the legendaries. I think that's it. All the other extra spaces. Oh, we do need to find 1 Master Hand. We didn't find one. We'll probably have to do it during the speed up. Because I believe it's also down there. But yeah, I think we're ready to go. So I will also introduce our team as well before we get into it. I did technically level up this shiny we found. So I have been thinking, like, do I want to take Beanie in? Because Beanie is good for, like, capturing other mons, but Beanie has definitely fallen behind in terms of, like, actual combat. But, I mean, we did recently get Sludge Bomb, so we're doing a lot better. But if I know the Elite Four is, it's Ice, Poison, Fighting, Dragon. And I don't think Beanie can really do too much there. So I think I'm going to have Beanie sit on the sideline for this round. We're going to bring in our shiny that we caught on stream last time. Alright, time to check out the team. So, we have Medi, our Kematori that we caught at the power plant, which is a shiny, which is pretty neat. He has Reflect, Sludge Bomb, Toxic, and Acid Armor. So, this is like more poison, might as well. And the Reflect also is pretty useful if we want to just start setting up on the other team. We have Reaper, our Morphinite, with Slash, Extra Sensory, Shadow Ball, and Silver Wind. We have Swordy, our starter, who is also a Gobbler, with Surf, Crunch, Water Pulse, and Skull Bash. We have Baby D, our Bandana D, with Strength, Megahorn, Swords Dance, and Low Kick. We have Para, who is our Depper, with Psychic, Crunch, Recovery, and Wing Attack. Apparently you could get Aeroblast, but I think you had to keep it as a, its first form, because we ran into one of those in Cerulean Cave and it just whipped that out. Bit of a shame that we didn't get that ourselves, since it is a special user, but we gotta make do with what we got. We have Burb, our Dynablade, who's also was our first shiny, with Wing Attack, Steel Wing, Fly, and Quick Attack. And that is our team. And obviously we had Beanie, which is our Zombon, with Spore, Giga Drain, Mega Drain, and I believe Sludge Bomb. So the Pokemon here can be as powerful as level 60. You got this, champ, in the making. So I have leveled up our Pokemon to 50. We do have rare candies, if we must use them. I think we have a little bit of revives. That's kind of the issue, is like, we've been buying so many Pokeballs that we don't really have the money to really buy for things. I could basically level up everyone up to 55. That'd be a good compromise. The game does give you rare candies, like, during the journey. I think every time you talk to one of the gym announcer guys who stands at the door, he will give you candies. So it's really, really neat and super more useful than fresh water, to say the least. Especially since I have no idea why Kanto has that weird level spike between Sabrina and Koga versus, like, the Rockets and stuff like that. I think it's like a 10 level spike. I'm pretty sure even if we fought, like, every grunt in that area, it still wasn't enough. Hey, there's Aeroblast, nice. Let's get rid of this wing attack, we don't need it. Our boy gonna be doing damage now. Right. You hear a bunch of cars beeping their horns outside. There was actually something that happened last night. I don't know what it was, but suddenly there was like a whole bunch of like sirens blaring, noises, and I heard somebody talking over a loudspeaker even, and I was like, oh, that's unusual. Like, we've had like emergency vehicles like going down that freeway, because unfortunately the freeway near our house, it's not really a freeway, it's a big stretch of road, I should call it. It's literally just a straight hill of a line. So a lot of those night people like to speed down it because they think they're cool or something like that. So we often get emergency vehicles like blaring their horns and such at these individuals, we'll call them. Yeah, it was kind of unusual this time. There was like horns beeping, there was sirens going, and there was like somebody talking over a loudspeaker, which unfortunately, it was loud enough for me to tell it was someone talking, but it wasn't loud enough that I could figure out what they were saying. But yeah, it was weird, to say the very least. Thankfully, I did get enough sleep. Sacred Fire? Oh my goodness. I guess we get rid of Slash, right? Everybody's learning some pretty powerful attacks now. But I think for this first fight, I think our Baby D is going to be doing most of the damage. We might bring in Medi to take out the first Pokemon, and also set up Reflect. But I don't know if Reflect will really work on an Ice type. Maybe on the Fighting types it will, but... Anyways, let's quickly save our game, so we can save all those Evos we just did. And let us go. Hello there, Chris. Good to see you. We're just about to enter the Elite Four. From here on, you face the Elite Four one by one. If you win, a door opens to the next trainer. Good luck. Setup is coming together. Welcome to the Pokemon League. I am Lorelei of the Elite Four. No one can best me when it comes to icy Pokemon. Freezing moves are powerful. The Pokemon will be at my mercy when they are frozen solid, which is really ironic because freezing is cool, but it's like one of the least useful, like, it's so hard to actually get it. There's no guarantee freeze move out there. It's cool, but, I mean, the chances of it happening are very, very slim. Oh, I forgot to turn the animations back on, too. I said I was gonna. We'll do it after this fight. Alright, let's... Ah, of course, she brings out a flying type. I think we'll just hit it with raw damage. Imagine if AZ had a special ability that allowed 100% freeze and hail. Well, they had, what did they have? They had Frostbite, didn't they, in Legends Arceus? I think we should bring back stuff like that. Is it like a mod version of FireRed for Kirby Pokemon? Yeah, this is a ROM hack of FireRed, where every Pokemon is obviously replaced with Kirby enemies. They have their own unique movesets, unique typings, unique abilities, stats, and level up, so it's not just one for one. Which is really, really cool. And you can catch them all, which is always the best part. But yeah, we're basically in the final section of the this run. All we have left is like a couple of legendaries to catch and beating the Elite Four. And once we're finished with catching everything, we're going to change over to Pokemon Violet for a little bit of shiny hunting. I think Baby D's gonna carry this. But we'll see. Going for Amnesia. Thing is, I think they're gonna heal, so I think we're gonna heal too. I don't know if I have any healing, to be honest. I should. I bought some, didn't I? Did I not buy any healing items? Oh my goodness, I am so underprepared for this. I was so poor I didn't buy any potions. I'm just playing this on hard mode. Well, he's going for another Amnesia, which I don't understand. I mean, sure, throw if you want to, dude. Is it similar to a Nuzlocke? No, this is not a Nuzlocke, don't worry. We're just doing a fun playthrough of this game, just to get myself familiarized with this game, because I was planning to do something interesting with some Pokemon games at some point, and I have no knowledge of FireRed whatsoever, so I thought this would be a fun, like... I think I mentioned... yeah, maybe so. I mentioned this being a, an April Fool's joke just, like, maybe 20 minutes ago. Nope. But yeah, this is just a fun romp through this game. I got money, but I can't do anything with it. Then I thought, go ahead. Nightmare fully perished, yeah. Alright, let me put the animations back on like I was supposed to. Alright. Fighting. I think Deppa can take care of this. He's literally built for this. I'm Bruno of the Elite Four. Through rigorous training, people and Pokemon can become stronger without limit. I've lived and trained with my fighting Pokemon, and that will never change. Fear. We will grind you down with our superior power. Hoo-ha. Rockhead, huh? That's not going to help us here. There we go, we've got some battle animations now. Golem versus Golem. Yeah, it's kind of funny. Every time I saw Golem, I thought of like the actual Pokemon, and I was like, huh? Got a boxer. Can I just Aeroblast? Let's see what Aeroblast looks like. Yeah, it looks pretty cool. Bonkers! Puppy with fists for ears. Yeah, so he's actually a mini-boss that showed up in Squeak Squad, I believe. And I don't think he's been seen since. And this is a gorilla with a hammer. By the fact you're just saying these words makes me realize, like, you have no knowledge on Kirby. Not knowing Bonker, the most iconic Kirby mini-boss, is definitely something. But that's fine. Would Aero Blast again. While I do that, I'm gonna grab these little things I have on the side to nom on. I bought this, licorice recently. This little nib licorices. The flavor was supposed to be watermelon flavor. I don't know. The watermelon's a bit weak in terms of the flavor, but I'm a weird person when it comes with, licorice. Like, I don't actually like licorice. Like the flavor of aniseed and such like that. Actually, that kind of helped that it had a berry. Getting some good bucks here. I also realized because of how, like, I guess yen works, these guys are paying us 50 bucks every time we beat them. But yeah, Graham Mam, I think, did show up in later games, but the first one, Iron Mom, showed up, I think, in Ultra Star. Alright, ghost types. I think we can bring in Reaper to deal with this. Agatha, or, yeah, Agatha? Yeah, Agatha of Elite Four. I heard Oak's taken a lot of interest in you, child. That old Duff was once tough and handsome, but that was decades ago. He's a shadow of his former self. Now he just wants to fiddle with his Pokedex. He's wrong. Pokemon are for battling. But yeah, I'll show you how a real trainer battles. Yeah, the licorice came in, I think, mango and watermelon flavor, and I despise mango. So I wanted to give this one a try. I always like the little sound effect that Shadow Ball of the Gen 3 games had. But then again, I'm a Gen 3er, so, you know, Ace Fanta. Go take all these ghost types. When I was younger, I was getting legitimate except when she talks smack about Oak. Yeah. Ghost with hat. Or more likely, Ghost that's about to make a joke and going, heh. That's what I think he looks like. Extrasensory. Extrasensory's like animation's so good. Oh, that might not have been enough damage though. Oh! A little worried there. But yeah, I guess a lot of people did look up to Oak, so it's understandable. Just gonna name the Pokemon Kirby things. There's no Pokemon Kirby things, these are just Kirby enemies. This Nightmare Fuel. These things were legit scary in the games that came out of. Oh, I think we're dead. These I think these were the one-hit enemies of the game. Put these away. I've eaten quite a few of them. The tiny little nibbly bits. Wow, that did no damage at all. Oh, right, because he's normal ghost. I forgot about that. Not normal ghost, he's dark ghost. So he's like Spiritomb, he doesn't take damage. We might be in some serious danger here. Is that a shark? No, it's a gobbler. Just a shark. How uncultured. Alright. Let's see if this does damage. Oh, we got a raid! Whoa! Hello there, people! Buff Baby 90 is currently raiding us right now. Hello there. Let me see if I can send a shout out to you. Ah, so you guys were playing Pokemon Infinite Fusion. Nice. So I guess you did come over from the Pokemon stuff. We are currently playing Pokemon Puffy Pink, which is a FireRed ROM hack with Kirby enemies. No, not puppy. Puffy, like, you know, like a cloud. Electric. Bring in this guy. Because this is a Kirby-based game, so... But also, thank you so much for the follow. I saw somebody... I think it's in the title, so, of the video, so... But thank you so much for the follow, Buff Baby. So, we're doing, as well as, Ray Jaggy, Blananha. I believe that's how you pronounce it. Gamer91. Wow, oh my goodness. Oh, we met the follower goal that I hadn't set. Nice, we've hit 220. I just put it to 220. I don't think I actually set a goal for there, so thank you so much for the follower goal. I'll have to think of something. Oh no, it's gonna do this nonsense. But yeah, we're basically really close to the end of this playthrough, where we are doing the Elite Four, and then we're going to go try and catch the legendary Pokemon, because we've been doing a bit of a living dex, because this game allows you to catch every single Pokemon, including any starters that you missed, which is really, really cool. Did it have Kirby music too? Unfortunately, it does not. It has just the regular... It just does the regular FireRed soundtrack. The Pokemon's cries are also based on that particular soundtrack as well. Which is a little unfortunate, but yeah. This is still a really, really cool hack, despite all that. And also, now that you've all been following, you now have access to a bunch of the stream element. Like the stream avatars, I should say. So, stuff like the Kirby avatars and the Tamagotchi avatars, which I've made myself. Gotta level up. We'll probably have to level up all our mons before we head on to the next area. But after this, we will be heading over to Pokemon Violet to do some shiny hunting for the Golden Week event. You win. I see what the old Duff sees in you now. I have nothing else to say. Run along now, child. Alrighty, so... Gonna have to quickly revive our boy. Yeah, this is a really neat sort of ROM hack, which I have been fully enjoying. I gotta get shiny hunting in SV2, yeah. Because I believe they're doing a Golden Week event at the moment. So a bunch of, like, golden Pokemon are there. If you are curious, now that I've mentioned shiny hunting and stuff like that, if you want to see how much progress I have made in my shiny dex, you can do !shiny, and it will give you a link which will show you the page of how far I've gotten in my shiny dex. We are quite a ways through. Basically, we just are going into this Golden Week event only looking for one Pokemon. Because I need another Relor. I caught a Relor before, I need another one to evolve. And also at some point... Oh, I do not want Destiny Bond. I also have a Discord. I'm thinking of actually just putting a !Discord like text just at the top of the screen so people don't have to ask me about that. But yeah, there is a Discord, and at some point I plan to do giveaways on there for any of the extra shinies I have. Because I do have a good chunk of like extra shinies. I gave up on my shiny dex for now. That's totally fine. Sometimes you need a break. On this channel, we've been doing a shiny hunting month as one of the follower goals, which was like 30 sessions of shiny hunting. We're currently taking a break from it. We're through 15 sessions. I am planning to upload those VODs to the YouTube channel that I have. And I will announce on the Discord when those videos will be available for you guys to check out. Plus, with the Discord up, I can show you some of the artwork that I do for the thumbnails myself, which is pretty neat. Because thumbnails are small, you don't get to see all of the stuff that is drawn on them. I hope you guys are looking forward to some art. Halfway done? Yeah, we're about halfway done with the shiny hunting month. We've been, with those who probably don't know about it, there's about section down, I think, below in the Twitch that talks about the shiny hunting month. But to give like a very quick synopsis, we've been shiny hunting in Violet, Legends Arceus, and Sword and Shield. So, Sword and Shield, we're hunting for shiny Lunala. The face of my character. Yeah, I have different emotes, which is really cool. And now that I have a stream deck, it's a lot easier for me to, like, switch them over from time to time. But yeah, we've been hunting for shiny Lunala in the Dynamax lair, and it's been a little unfortunate we haven't really had much luck there, but I believe from what I double-checked of how far we've gotten of just catching Mons in the 15 sessions, we're at, like, 83, which is really crazy. Oh, Bird can learn Aeroblast now. Well, might as well get rid of Wing Attack, right? We use Wing Attack a lot more than Quick Attack, so yeah. Just a little bit of leveling up before we head on. Because we're already, like, what, most of the way through this Elite Four? I mean, we're gonna need to take some time to catch the last few Mons that we're missing anyways. But yeah, I'm also planning, if we get time in Violet, to hunt for more Vivillon patterns. I've been stockpiling Vivillon postcards in Go to try and get every single color. Because with my shiny decks, I am trying to get a Form Dex version of it. Where it's basically every gender and things. Sorry, I have to go. It's nearly 1:30 AM here in the UK. That is totally fine. Thank you so much for, like, joining in with the raid and just giving me the follow. And I do understand time zones are a weird thing. Like, right now, you saying it's like 1:30 in the morning. It's actually just, like, 10 o'clock in the morning here. So, if you need to, like, go sleep, that's totally understandable. You can always catch up on the VOD later. And if you'd like to join the, I guess if you want to join the Discord and stuff like that, it should be available. There we go. I can just put the link. And that will allow you to check up on the schedules and just join the slightly small community that's growing. It's growing. It's only just opened up this Discord. So it's a little inactive at the moment, I won't lie. But I'm hoping that we'll soon get some more activity at some point. But thank you so much. Sleep is needed, but I will be sure to drop by again. No worries. Alright, we're almost there. Listen to the spooky music. There is also, speaking of time zones, you're reminding me, there's a guy I'm supposed to be doing a trade with over on the Reddit of, I think, Pokemon Home. And the sheer, like, difference between time zones made it really, really hard for me to contact this guy. So he's, like, sending messages to me at, like... He sent me a message asking about, like, what would be a good time for trades and stuff. And I was like, oh yeah, this time and such. And then he sent me a message, like, at 2 AM. Showing me what he was, wanting to trade with me. And I was like, bro, it's 2 AM in the morning, I was thinking. I messaged back because I woke up by accident because I was like, okay, I'm gonna just check this out real quick. Alright, should be good. So, next is... Dragon. I don't really have anything that's stupidly good for Dragon. And because I have lack of healing items because I'm not smart. I'm just gonna tank it. Alright, I've heard about you, Fia. I lead the Elite Four. You can call me Lance, the Dragon Trainer. You know what? That dragons are mythical Pokemon. They're hard to catch and raise, but their powers are superior. They're virtually indestructible. There's no being clever with them. Well, are you ready to lose? Your league challenge ends with me, Fia. At least it's not radical red difficulty, right? Yeah. I mean, worst comes to worst, we lose a bit of money, and then we just go back and get more money. I'm pretty sure this is a rock type. Like, dang, did we really roll that badly? Let me double check, because not only has this guy, like, yeah, this is a rock type. Oof. I mean, we do have Steel Wing. But man, what a bad pull. But, yeah, when you download this game, the person sends it via Google Doc. Also, just of, like, all the shinies, all the stats, and where to catch every single Pokemon in the game. It's really, really cool. BBD, yeah, that's our Waddle Dee. Waddle Dee in this game is a, like, Tyrogue, where if it's higher attack, it evolves into Big D. If it's higher defense, it evolves into Puppet D, and if you get even, you get Bandana D, which is what we got. You've got to go, Chris? No worries. Take care, okay? I hope to catch up with you soon. Oh, this is gonna hurt. No! Come on, kill. Maybe we've got Torrent Boost. Tornadon, I think that's the water type. I think we'll just have to hit it with raw damage. That's our only bet. Bigger wind. Why did that do so little damage? What the heck? I don't even have any healing items. That did way less damage. That was a whole Aero Blast and that did no damage at all. What on earth? I don't think this is a good idea, but let's try. No! Ah, so close! Oh, that's so unfortunate. Me and my homies hate when the opponent lives on 1 HP. Where's this enemy from? So, I wasn't really sure myself, but I think it's from the anime. Like, this thing pulls from all sorts of games. Oh no! Did somebody... I think somebody got their kneecaps taken out by Stream Elements. It might have been like, if you wrote big paragraphs or like a lot of capitalizations, that's kind of what happens. Stream Elements is still rather new to this and tends to take out people's kneecaps very prematurely. I'm sorry about that. Oh, this one has Drought. Goodness. Yeah, am I a homie? I believe you are? I mean, your game is banned. Oh, this is gonna hurt. No! My kneecaps have been returned to me. Thank goodness. I wonder. Oh, the emote had unacceptable all in caps, and doing it 5 times must have caught the bot's attention. Oh no. Too much hype. Oh, I'm sorry. Did you hit me with a fire type move? Stop, guys! I think it was the hyper mode again. No. What if I use Sacred Fire? What happens? Okay, that does no damage. That was worth seeing. Oh no. I'll use this for hype now. It's the unacceptable emote. That's so funny. I didn't even know it. So it's not flagging you for using too many emotes, it's just flagging you for the capitalization of the emote? Is that what's happening here? My emote is not accepted here. I only used it once? Oh my goodness. Oh, yes. It's literally unacceptable, lol. No, stream elements. Oh, this Landy is such a pain to take out. We finally got it though. I know these are pseudo-legendaries, but still. Why is everything a fire type here? I want to use my buff. But yeah, that is just wild that it's not even like multiple emotes, because I know there is a flag that does that. But just the fact that you've used like a single emote and Stream Elements was like, nah bro, sorry about that. I'm just gonna take you out back and remove thy kneecaps. At some point, I feel like we should just do a thing which we just like count how many times Stream Elements has taken out kneecaps, I swear. Because I'm pretty sure I like did various settings to try and get it to like properly work. And not take out kneecaps as easily, but yeah. I did capitalize it though. So it says unacceptable in caps. Right. But still, that's kind of wild that it still like flagged you, because unacceptable is like what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So maybe 13? Well, I'll keep that in mind and see if we can extend that a little bit so next time people's kneecaps don't get taken out. I'll try 13. No! Dude! You're like, alright. This is like the same logic of the guy who got paralyzed by chicken nuggets because he ate like 261 and someone's like, ah yes, 260 is the limit that we can go for humanly possible. Not the fact that someone ate 260 chicken nuggets. Like, oh my goodness. Let me take a look. Where are you at, Stream Elements? Here you are. What are you up to, Stream Elements? Chicken nuggies. Maybe we try 5. Let's see. Cap protection. What have I got set up? I have it set to 10. So I'll set that to 20. We're about to... There it goes. Alright. I love how, like, you were watching in real time. We were watching 1, 2, 3, 4. Gets hit by, like, stop sign. You know, like that one image of the guy wielding a stop sign about to hit someone? That's literally Stream Elements. Just, like, standing behind Buff, waiting for him to get to 20 capitalizations. Well, at least I know the change worked, because you were going to get timed up back, like... Stop, you guys! This isn't a test to get attacked by Stream Elements. Anyways, there you go. Yep, unacceptable has been added. I added 20 to the caps, but we... Just be careful you don't use too many of those emotes, because if you use 2 of them, then you get flagged again. We have completely lost track of the plot. We're supposed to be focusing on the fact we've got to beat our rival. Yes, we've got to beat chat. Oh my goodness, it's like the unacceptable works immediately gets... You just said 1 lol, you did 2 lol. Yeah, I know, I just said, I'm like, hey, bro, only Only one of them. Don't do two. There's a limit. We gotta beat our rival. I have no healing items though. I do have like one max revive though, so I think we can revive someone. Wow, my team is in shambles. I wanted to try to. I'm not playing games, bro. I said you can't do two. If I like, unacceptable was already like barely fitting it. I relate to this team. Yeah, I thought I had a couple more healing items, but apparently I didn't. Dead to do it with silence. I know that. Guys, there is no science to it. I literally said the limit is 20. Though, I believe if you did like a capitalization and then some lower cases, it technically works. But yeah, if you do full caps, 20 is the limit. There's no like hidden thing. Like there's only so many kneecaps that Stream Elements can take and then stick it back onto you. Like, thank goodness this is like a 30-second ban and not something more egregious. Alright, chat, here we go. My rival should be strong to keep me sharp. While working on my Pokedex, I looked all over for Pokemon. Not only that, I assembled teams that would beat any Pokemon type. And now, I'm the Pokemon League champion. Fear, do you know what that means? I'll tell you, I'm the most powerful trainer in the world. He says that as there's multiple things. What if we do that SpongeBob meme text format, unacceptability? I think it should be okay. Like I said, it's in a row. I think that's how it works. Alright, here we go. That didn't last long. His is faster. Yeesh. House does more damage though. Oh, it's a speed tie. Perfect. Perhaps I should have gone for another. Oh, he did double. Perfect, perfect. The game my favorite. Yeah, Dynablade's cool. We haven't seen Dynablade in a while though. I kind of wish Dynablade came back at some point. I like Dynablade's design. He's cool. You do Kirby Air Ride streams. I don't think I've ever played Kirby Air Ride. I unfortunately missed out on the GameCube era. I have played a couple of Kirby games on stream, and at some point I actually do plan to do a Kirby month related stuff where we just play a bunch of Kirby games from like some of the older mainline games and then go make our way back up to the more recent games. What? It's one of the best Kirby games. I know. I do like the look of Kirby Air Ride, but the problem is that I missed out on the GameCube era. It's like one of the big game like eras I missed out on. Are you almost affiliate? I believe I am eligible for affiliate. I just don't like the idea of putting ads on my streams. That's pretty much it. I do this as a hobby rather than a payment sort of thing. I mean, the only things I would say that money is related to is like going over to the Ko-fi page or Throne. You can disable ads. Right. But yeah, I think I should be able to do affiliate, but yeah, it's just like the ad related stuff. Blade. What was this guy again? Yeah, said the magic words. Yeah, I know. I don't actually remember what enemy is this. It says Blade. Is it Blade or Blado? If it's Blado, then it makes sense because there's no Blade. It's a steel type, but yeah. I don't know. I'm still sort of like, oh, never mind. It's Dark. This guy. Right. See, I was like confused. I was like, Blade? Who's Blade? It's because we've not seen this guy before. It's Dark Matter Blade. It's just shortened to Blade. Once you do affiliate, I think you can do redeems and hype trains, all that good stuff. Right. Oopsies, I hit the wrong button. There we go. This is still on OBS. Actually, this guy's Dark Steel. Kicky shins. Yeah, let's go! We took his kneecaps. Let's go, baby D. Okay, he's his own Depper. I don't think I have anything that really outruns Depper. Maybe Reaper? Depper's fast though. And he still has like 5 Pokemon left. As long as we get rid of Depper, I think we should be okay. Okay, good. Depper is like the Alakazam, so... Looking over at your stream avatar's most expensive item is 600. Yeah, I... we overcharge. I think the 600 one is because it's a golden Tamagotchi item that you can put on the Tamas. The final push, what are we pushing off the cliff? This game, that's what we're doing. Octocon. We just evolved one of these. Oh, it's a water fire type, interesting. So this guy shares like a typing with Volcanion. Which is really cool. There's a lot of really unique typings in this game. It's like super overinflation at the buff streams. No, burb! Oh boy. Most expensive item is worth 1 million points. I don't know if I want to make an item worth that much. Come on! Okay, good, good, good. Ah, here's what I thought it was. Blador. Okay. No inflation, goodness. Come on, Reaper, you've just got to survive just a little longer, dude. He's just gotta, you just gotta hold on, dude. Just one more. Oh, wait a second. Yeah, he got rid of his starter for Dark Matter. Forgot about that. I was like waiting for his starter to show up, but it never did. Take his kneecaps. That didn't do as much damage. Oh, because of intimidation, right. Come on, baby D. Just don't get crit. No! Don't get parried! Come on! Okay, we did it. Oh my goodness. Oh, that was rough without the lack of healing items, I'm not gonna lie. Oh my goodness. No, that can't be. You beat me at my best. After all that work to become the league champ, the reign is over already? It's not fair. Yeah, give me $60, dude. Why? Why did I lose? I never made any mistakes raising my Pokemon. Yeah, you did. You got rid of your starter. Alrighty. So you've won. Sincerely congratulations. You're the new Pokemon League champion. You've grown up so much since you first left with Wispy Jr. to work on the Pokédex. I didn't choose Wispy Jr. What are you on about? It was actually him who picked up Wispy Jr. We picked up Gusha. Alrighty. We've done it. We have beaten the champion in Elite Four with very little healing items to boot, so that was kind of close, I won't lie. Alrighty, time to register and head on forward to catch some legendaries. So we have to go back to Cerulean Cave now. Reaper and Baby D definitely carried. Depper definitely helped earlier on as well. That is a solid team. With all those blues and reds. And 3 shinies too, neat. Why no heavy mole? I think it's called heavy lobster, but no, I didn't choose heavy lobster. As much as I like heavy lobster, I was like... The problem is that there's just far too many Pokemon to like choose from. Or Pokemon... Mr. Shine or Mr. Bright. So Mr. Bright is in the game, he's the fire starter. I chose the water starter. DDD is surprisingly not in the game. DDD and Meta Knight do not have like actual mons in the game. Which I find kind of interesting that they didn't add those two, but I guess on the flip side they added more obscure sort of monsters and stuff like that, which I'd probably prefer a little bit more. Everybody knows Meta Knight and stuff and DDD, but a lot of these like other mons that we've been picking up along the way are a little bit more niche. So I think I prefer those two. At least we got Master Hand and Crazy Hand, because it's funny to watch people be like, wait, they're not from Smash? It's like, no, they're from Kirby. But the one thing that I kind of wish we had in this game would be Galactonite. Galactonite is always one of my favorite Kirby bosses, like, ever. He always holds a special place in my heart because the 2 first DS games I played was Superstar Ultra, and Squeak Squad was my very, very first game. Oh, I didn't realize I had unique sprites for this too. Like, for the one ending, this guy went out of his way to make sprites of the starters. That's so cool. This particular ROM hack is so much love. The big monkey. Bonker, we can show the Pokedex once we're done. So we'll look over the Pokedex one last time. And I will... The Kirby's from Smash, so therefore Meta Knight is from Smash. Ah, yes. Technically, funnily enough, in my mind, when I first played games, that was the truth. I thought Kirby was from Smash, because I didn't play any Kirby games. I played Smash 64, and then later on I'd play, was it Brawl? I skipped Melee. Like the casual scrub I am. Mark's better be a legendary Pokemon. Unfortunately, no, he's not even in the game either. So there's a lot of... It's kind of weird. There's a lot of really big, like, final bosses that are not in the game. I think a lot of people, yeah, like, I can see all these people saying these certain mons are, like, going to be, like, legendaries, but if you saw our last stream, we saw what the legendaries are. So the 3 birds are replaced with the animal partners. So Kine, Rick, and Ku. And then there is one secret boss over in Cerulean Cave. Oh, I like that sprite. He's cute. Choo-Choo's not in the game too. Like, this is a roster of like 151. Maybe if this does well enough, maybe the creator will consider maybe doing Emerald or something like that, because Emerald and FireRed are often seen as the games that are really easy to ROM hack. And if he did Emerald, you could get access to like 3 generations worth of like slots. That could work. But this game just overall is just a fun time. I do enjoy like the sprite work, and there is a higher chance for shinies. I believe it's 1 in 200. But the fact that he made it all the sprites, all the shinies, he made a whole document where you can find everything, which is really neat too when you download the game. So if you're ever confused about things, it's not like those situations where you're like, oh, what type is this? Do I have to catch it to find out the type? But yeah, there's a lot of mons that are missing, which is understandable because it is a 151, and also some of, like, a lot of the choices that you guys have mentioned, like Marks and, like, Choo-Choo and stuff, they don't really have a form that you can technically evolve some of them into. I can imagine there are some, but yeah, a lot of the really sort of big secret bosses, or bosses that, like, the identity of them are not really that known. Unless you play the games, obviously. Yeah, they're not in this game, but there's a lot of really cool picks as well, so... yeah, maybe Ultra Nerd will continue making another one of these games, who knows? But now we return to this game because we've got to catch some legendaries. But yeah, we're almost like whatever. I'm fine with no marks flips text. This game is lame, anyways. Hey, if I can't have Galactonite, you can't have marks. Oh. Fia, you seem to be enjoying traveling. Knowing you, Fia, I can easily imagine you're going out to even more exotic locales. Good for you, good for you. Ho ho ho. I wonder if that's supposed to be a hint towards Sevi Islands, but we're not doing Sevi Islands. Alrighty. We are flying over to Cerulean. Because there are some Pokemon we're still missing, which is going to be just located in the cave. I might have to do a little bit of speed up, just to see if we encounter some of them. But we're going straight to the Legendary first, because one thing about this Legendary in particular is that you can evolve it. It's the only Legendary you can evolve in this game. And we're going to have to need to evolve it. So we're going to leave... I think we're going to leave Deppa behind. Maybe, Connor, you have to play the game and then send a complaint saying why Marks is not in the game. Probably best not to. The creator made this recently, so yeah. And I still definitely enjoyed the experience. Take the Sooth Bell, because I'm going to need it. I think we have enough Ultra Balls now. I better double check. We do have a Master Ball, but I don't want to use that unless it's like absolutely necessary. We have 33. And we can technically buy more. So we need to find a Master Hands, 2 Dark Matter, and 1 Jobski besides the Legendary. But we're going to go to the Legendary first because the Legendary obviously will need Friendship, so the more we run around looking for these mons, the friendship will increase. So we're just gonna basically just run straight through the cave. But the fun thing about this is that Cerulean Cave is actually available to you as soon as you get Strength. It's not like you have to finish the post game. We actually came in here earlier to catch a bunch of the starter Pokemon. Alrighty. But yeah, it would have been cool for some of the bigger bosses, but I think the issue is that a lot of the big bosses can be probably seen as legendary Pokemon. Like, would you really want these, like, really cool characters like Marks and Supernova and stuff like that to be regulated as that rat you can catch on, like, Route 3? And yeah, Kanto only has like, what, 4 legendaries, so it's kind of understandable. If you added like, let's say Emerald into like, in this weird sort of hypothetical situation. Hey, there he is. Sinnoh would be good for that. It is true. Because Sinnoh has a lot of legendaries. I should probably turn the animations off to speed this up again. Also, this is my first Master Hand scene. I have not seen a Master Hand since I went through this area, so that's pretty cool. We're just gonna chip away at him a little bit. Ah, that's gonna hurt. I probably should have brought a healing item coming in here. Oh well. But yeah, you'd have the birds, Mewtwo. Should probably make my thing then. Yeah. But yeah, I think with Sinnoh, I don't know if there's many Sinnoh-based ROM hacks out there. Did you seriously wake up immediately? Are we seriously gonna have to leave the cave again because my mon's about to die? The one I'm supposed to use to catch. Got to go, have a great stream, no worries, Buff baby. Hope to see you soon. Either on the, if you want to go check out the Discord and join it, you're free to welcome, or you can just drop by another stream. I think our next stream will be this Monday. But regardless, take care. I'm also glad you had fun with getting your kneecaps taken out by stream elements. Alright, we got the Master Hand that we wanted. Might have to go back though to get healing items. Master Hand. A giant floating hand with many mysterious powers. Attempts to control others like puppets. Right, I'm gonna also turn off the animations because I forgot about that. I'm gonna save the game because we just got that Master Hand. I've somehow lost a HDMI cord. Ooh, that's not good. Those are pretty useful. Hopefully you do find it soon. Okay, good. You found it very soon. That's very good. Because you don't want to be losing HDMI cables around here. Let me out of the cave. It was in the far back of my cabinet. You just had to reach in. Alright. Kinda wish I had a mon that knew False Swipe and Spore, but that's just not the case. Might have to fly back over to the League. I do like the pointing animation, that's funny. Yeah, behind some other stuff in my toolbox. Ah, okay. Yeah, we're gonna fly to the League because that has where the best items are. That's like the downside of some of the older games, is that they spread out all the really good items to like the later areas, so you have to go out of your way to fly to said items. Alright, let's put the Master Hand away. But yeah, look at this box, almost full. Technically we can put our other mons in here too, to fill it up completely. There we go, this box is complete. Exciting to look at. I love how some of the sprites are just a little bit too big though, that is quite funny. I'm hoping we'll be able to catch this legendary like rather soon. I might have to do speed up at some point. I do have... I think we'll just take some full restores. Some of these. I think... let's not buy some Ultra Balls just yet. Right, let me see if I can turn this on real quick, because if I can I'm gonna pause this for a sec, see if I can get the music playing. It says it's playing, but I can't hear it, which is weird. Oh, wait. Weird, so I have to do show on stream and then so you guys can hear it, but I can't hear it. Yeah, because if I try to unmute it, it won't let me listen to it. No! I wanted to listen to the music as well. Oh well. This is only going to be for a short while, because we're going to do speed up. So that this doesn't take as long. No, you can't hear it anymore? Just let me know if it's too loud or anything like that, because I legit can't hear it. I need to turn the speed off because I can't click the map. It's not playing anymore? Okay, let me just double check. Oh, I see, because I went over to like I changed it to Twitch chat, and it's just like, yeah, we're just gonna turn this off. Let me just grab some random location in the music. I guess you guys can pretend to let me know what it sounds like. Shaking my head. No sound still? It's weird, because last time I did this, I could hear the music myself. For some reason, I can't hear it now. It's lame. Okay, so... hopefully we can find another job ski as well. I do have healing items for Beanie, but you know. Kinda, a part of me is like hoping we don't run into any of the Pokemon that we need just yet. So that we can focus on getting the legendary into our party. I love Bobo. Yeah, he's very cute. He was the fire type starter. So we could have picked him and he evolves into Mr. Bright, which is the sun. That's the starter we chose, the Gusha. So, funnily enough, me talking like this and hearing nothing is literally what the VOD on the YouTube's going to be hearing for this one section. Because I don't know if I'm going to put the music on for this section, you know, for avoid copywriting stuff. I'm trying to see if I went the right way. I'm kind of lost. Don't need a QB, we need a Jobski. Technically, we could find another shiny. His goofy shoes make me smile. It's kind of funny too, because I believe the shiny gets blue shoes. That's it. The fire doesn't change, it's just blue shoes. Let me go. This is like the downside of running into those dippers because they're so powerful. So there's the legendary we're after. Chilling down there. We actually encountered him last session. Oh, I ran into a dark matter. Of course I did. Now of all times. Okay, good. Oh my goodness. Alright, I'll catch both the dark matters. That's what the game wants me to do. At least his double edge is actually helping us a little bit. By weakening him enough so that we can catch him. But my boxes are in the wrong section. Okay, that's enough. We got the dark matter we needed. We don't need another one. I need to quickly heal. Missed there. You can technically shiny hunt this guy as well. He does have a shiny form. But we'll just slow down for a moment because so I can show him off. But then we'll just speed it back up again to try and catch him. So yeah, Void. You can catch Void down here. But it is annoying to catch because it has recovery. Which we love. We love recovery on mons like this. Actually, I can put the audio back up. Because we're just on regular speed. Oh, and it's tanky as hell. I don't know why he's tanky as hell. But he tanky. It'd be a ball. Yeah, last time we came here, we were like a whole 10 levels lower than it. So it killed us pretty quickly. And I mean, this is a legendary, so it is a bit hard to catch. And then we catch it on our second ball because the game loves us. Void, known as the Destroyer of Worlds. Legends say Void is the birth of all good and evil in the universe. Well, we found 2 of the dark matters that we needed, so we kind of can just leave. I need to buy some more escape ropes, though. Alrighty. We're gonna go back into Cerulean Cave in just a moment. Because we still need to find 1 Jobski. I think that's all we need. And also we need to evolve Void, so we gotta run around a little bit. And then we also have to evolve, not avoid. Evolve all the dark matter we found, but we've got to find the items for those to evolve them. Dark matter has 3 evos because it's the Eevee of the game. Right. Right. I'm just gonna move it over to this page for now. We don't run into any complications there. We're going to speed things up again in a moment. First things first, we're going to give the Soothe Bell that we have over to Void. So yes, this is a friendship-based evolution, so there's no guarantee we'll actually fully level him up. Oh my god, that is creepy. I forgot that Void has that weird smile animation. Like, there's a... Yeah, Void gets this thing where in its mouth is the eyeball that looks like Dark Matter's eye. I forgot that Void does that, so that caught me off guard when I was given the Soothe Bell. You gotta remember, Void is technically one of the final bosses of one of the recent games. But it was so funny because when that Void popped up and stuff like that, I'm pretty sure people, like, freaked out in terms of, like, the lore aspect of Kirby. For those who have, like, literally not played Kirby games, lore is so wild in the Kirby universe. And when Void was added, it added a huge implication to the lore of the games. Like, a stupid amount of, like, oh, I see. Oh, wait, then that means sort of type of lore. So... I believe we can run into a Jobski on this floor, but we'll see. Because we got the Master Hand, so we don't need that. It's literally just a Jobski that we need. Oh, Crazy Hand, neat. But I might go to the next floor up, if that's the case. Just the problem is that this floor has little to no movement because of all the rocks. The lore of the Kirby games is just the creators making the corkboard with the red string. Like, bro, you don't understand, like, how Kirby lore gets complicated. Some of the lore in Kirby is hidden in the Japanese version in the pause menu. Like, and it's not like oh, is it translated in the English one? No, it legit is just not translated into the English one. It's just hidden in the Japanese lore. And you're just like, oh, okay. It's wild. One day, I think I was like, I should just sit Crest down and tell them as much Kirby lore as I possibly could. And maybe they can fill me on Sonic lore or something. I don't know. Does Sonic have much lore? I mean, it's a game about where you go fast. I mean, there's some weird things around here. Yeah, here's a Jobski. We do have to evolve one of these guys. But I think this is all we need from this area. I think we're pretty much done. We found those dark matters pretty quickly. Like, I was expecting it was going to take us a long time to find all those dark matters. The comics have more lore than the games do. Because isn't it that the comics are in their sort of own universe, though? From my knowledge of it. Because I know there's, like, characters that just are comic-related. And then there's characters who are, like, in both medias. Because I know there were comics, and then there were the Archie comics where that's like its own thing because of how like deep and heavy that stuff gets. And then I know that the more recent the IDW comics are more based in the game sort of lore, I guess, with their own canon of like characters. I don't know if they've referenced many of those characters into what's the word? Very hard to hit one button when you're doing speed up, so we need to go over. I need to buy not Pokeballs. I need to buy, what's the word? Escape ropes just in case. I don't have any escape ropes left, and we're gonna oop. 4 will do. So we need to head back to the power plant. We need to head to Cerulean Mansion. And we need to head back to Seafoam Island. So we need to head... I think we'll head to the power plant first. That's kind of the closest. Almost any comic Sonic could beat the mess out of the game ones. Yeah, I think I know vaguely, funnily enough, from like Game Theory talking about it one time. Because there was like this really weird scenario where Sonic... Oh, there's the rainbow drop. We actually needed that for one of the Dark Matter Evos. I didn't realize it was down here. Neat. I was actually going to have to start looking for that, but never mind. I also like how we found a UFO first up in this area. We were searching in this area for like 30 minutes and didn't find a single UFO, and then we're just like, alright, 2 of them at the same time. Yeah, there's like a scene in one of the comics where Sonic's just like, you know what? Let me just destroy this thing. And he literally is running on water already fast enough. And then he scoops out a handful of water and turns the water into a water ball and throws it like a projectile. And that's really wild if you think about that a bit too much. You're like, how on earth does that work? That should not work. It would imply that he threw it fast enough for it to keep its shape, and he scooped it up and formed it into a ball fast enough that it doesn't fall apart. Alright, here is our first bird. Which I'm going to slow down the footage again and go back to having audio. And this guy was rough. He has hustle. So he hits like a truck. My favorite bird, hamster. Oh, it's super effective. Uh-oh. Okay, thank goodness. I got a little worried I just one-shotted him. I forgot he was a ground type. But yeah, these are all based off the animal partners you can get in... I think it's Kirby Return to Dreamland 3? I think also Return to Dreamland also added the whole aspect of, what was it? Of like bad endings in Kirby games. How much damage does this do? I hope it doesn't kill. Okay, good. I'm gonna have to somehow get Beanie back in here without them dying. But like, yeah, a couple of the old Kirby games had bad endings, which is kind of wild. That kind of sucks. And I think it might have been Dreamland 3, which was the first sort of game that had like a bad ending. If you didn't collect like all the major collectibles in that game, the game implies that you failed. Like, it's just straight up, it like, sort of thing like, yeah, you did it, you beat the bad guy, sort of thing, and then it like shows the world still falling apart and like it raining and miserable, and it's like, haha, you did it! Lol, isn't that funny that you saved the world? And then it just makes you feel really bad. I love that just because the concept and art was so cute that they could bring up some dark topics. Oh yeah, there's some really dark material. I think a lot of people aren't as familiar with, I guess, Kirby 3's bad ending. One of the more famous bad endings in Kirby is literally from the 64 version, so Kirby and the Crystal Shards. There is a blatant bad ending that you can get in that game. And the implications are not good if you get that bad ending. And also you miss out on a really cool boss fight, so yeah. Kinda have to do it. Man, this guy is using to go in. But I think that's why Kirby works so well, because, like, it's really cutesy, a lot of the creatures and enemies and stuff, but, like, if you think a bit too much on it, you're like, wow, that's hella dark. Like, like, a lot of the bosses now in these games have soul forms, which is the implication that these bosses are so angry at you, they're gonna fight you with their very soul. And there's some, like, really awful deaths in some of the Kirby games, like, for some of the bad guys. Like, I still remember, like, one of the ones, I think, that you first get, which is, like, when you fight against Marx's soul, and a lot of people freaked out when it first showed up because the scream it releases when Marx is defeated is kind of ear-piercing, in a way. Oof, I'm getting rocked by this guy. Might have to reset. Alright, let's speed this up a little bit. Try to do it nice and slow, but that time is over now. I also forgot to level up Beanie, so we're going to quickly level up Beanie so Beanie can actually do a little bit of other stuff. Let's see what Giga Drain damage does. Oh, that's a crit! Cool! Nice. We love crits. I'm thinking about getting a Kirby tattoo at some point. Ooh, nice. I, unfortunately, could never, like, get a tattoo. I hate needles, and the idea of someone poking my skin with multiple needles freaks me out. At least my parents have that going for me, that I will never have needles because of that one hiccup. That's fair. Hello there, Double Body. Good to see you. We are in the final parts of, that was another crit, goodness. We're in the final parts of Puffy Pink. We're just trying to catch the last of the legendaries now. And it has not been very successful, at least with this guy. He just refuses to get in the ball. Good thing we're doing this speed up. Holy heck, he just burst out of the ball on one shake every single time. I'm not made out of money, dude. I need these balls to catch the other two. I don't like needles either. My dad is not a fan for the same reason, but my mum went with me to get our first tattoo. Oh, okay. Because I know, yeah, some parents are a bit thick, like, I know my mum despises tattoos. And when my sister got a small one, she was not terribly happy about that, but, you know. I ran away. Cool, that was smart. I'm curious, if I exit and come back in... Okay, he's still here. Neat. Okay. So I can technically retry multiple times. That's actually really cool. I don't have to fight the Elite Four over and over again. I don't think my dad really cared too much about the tattoo. He's like, alright. But yeah, it's not happening for me. I don't think you could pay me enough money to get a tattoo. Hey, there we go, finally. At least we're caught in less balls. We'll just put the audio up for just this little part here. Rick, hamster. A legendary Pokemon with mastery over the ground. It can climb walls and crush foes with a simple stomp. Honestly, it can. This boy be having, like, hustle. But, I guess you defeating and doing that, you technically can catch a shiny one of that. All the legendaries do have shinies, and they are affected by the shiny odds. Alright, let's, head back and heal up. I might quickly, also, before we fight the next guy, we'll level up, Beanie to level 60 for safety reasons. Yeah, Rick having hustle is really dangerous. Like, that guy hits like a truck. He's got legendary stats and they gave him hustle. Like, boy be destroying things. Oh, I guess we did get the rainbow drop as well in a job ski. We could evolve them now. Might as well, right? What keeps me from getting a tattoo is the pain, though. That depends where I get it. Yeah, I've heard from sources. Oh my goodness, I just realized Rick's little sprite is based off his old sprite from like the actual games. That's so cute. So I believe he goes in the middle, so he's just here. There we go. There's the job ski that we got. We need to grab one of these dark matters. Let me double check which one we need. So we picked up the rainbow drop. So we have to evolve this guy. I realized I wanted to read through all the Pokédex entries, but I realized we've evolved so many mons. I don't even know which Pokédex entries we've read. So many great mons. And the fact they all have unique Pokédex entries is really cool too. So if you do check out this game and want to play it yourself, definitely give it a look. I think I would recommend this as a very simple ROM hack. It doesn't change much, but there's a lot of love to the game and all its sprite work and all its pulls from, like, the fact that the two fossils, like the three fossils, are all based on like references to the Kirby games. Like these Jobski evolved into a Jobs King. The two fossils that evolve are based on like two other games that HAL Laboratory have worked on, and the third ones are just a Metroid, which do show up in Kirby games. Rainbow Drop, small drop of dream energy. Seems to hold the dark power to make a certain Pokemon evolve. But yeah, unfortunately, when you evolve a mon, it doesn't show the dex entry. So probably should pause the stream elements music while we're doing this. So this is Dark Matter evolved into Dark Matter Blade. Dark Matter is Eevee, yeah. It is a bit of a like, it would be cool for them to like go in and give unique sounds, but the thing is that a lot of Kirby enemies don't make sounds. But it would be really cool if we could gotten Kirby remixed music in here. But as is like maybe this person, I think this is like this person's first ever ROM hack that I'm aware of. It's still a pretty good job. Oh yeah, like all these are the 151 Pokemon. So close, only 4 more mons to get, and everything else is pretty much done. And we can run through the list at some point. Okay. Hopefully we get our last mon to evolve as well. We do also have to go over to, I believe, Route 8. So I might actually go to our Route 8 now and go look for the item that we need. So we will be going back to speed up mode. And I'll also be saving the game. Let's see. I'm still waiting for a message around 12 about the guy who wants to trade with me. So if I suddenly become very distracted, it's just me keeping an eye out for that. I know I shouldn't be really doing that sort of stuff during stream, but like, it's been such a pain to contact this one person because of time zones, and he gave me a time that he could trade, and I'm like, I'm not gonna run like miss the opportunity, you know? Okay, so Route 8 is there. You do what you gotta do, Fia. Thanks. Thanks, man. Thanks for the confirmation that I can do whatever I want. Okay, so apparently the item we're looking for is somewhere here on Route 8. Fortunately, I have not fought a lot of the trainers here, so we gotta fight them real quick. At least we get their pocket money. But yeah, we've seen all these mons. We literally have the entire Pokedex, so... You know me, real supportive guy. Yeah. You are playing the Bard now, D&D session. I do feel kind of bad that I messed up a little bit with the whole, thing. Ah, here it is. The Heart Star. Perfect, we found it pretty quickly. So we can evolve the last dark matter that we have. And I think you're going to like this one. Real supported yeeting stuff at birds. Final dark matter evolution. And then it's just the legendary Pokemon. I think that's literally it. There's no other mons that we need. At least I'm consistent. Heartstar. Formed from pure gratitude. Seems to hold the dark power to make certain Pokemon evolve. It's Gooey! Yeah, he evolves into Gooey, which is really cool. I love him. Yeah, Gooey is a very interesting guy in terms of the Kirby lore. And I knew Connor would like him. It'd really be just a little guy. Because, like, the implications is that it is implied that all three of these things, of Dark Miracle, Dark Matter Blade, and Gooey, all come from this thing. And then it might be implied that that thing is a byproduct of this thing. Kirby lore, it's confusing. Thankfully those items are very fun, easy to find too, so you technically can get it way early if you really want to run those guys on your team. But I assume what it meant was that our rival would have got the dark matter and evolved it into one of the three, whatchamacallits, mons, depending on which of the starters we chose. No! Did I seriously hit that one guy? Okay, there we go. Problem is I haven't fought a lot of the swimmers around here. Trying to get over to this dang cave. I have a feeling all the puzzle... Has the puzzle reset? Let me see. Oh, thank goodness it hasn't reset, so we don't have to do it again. Because we already did this puzzle. That saves us a little bit of time. So we can get over to where we need to go. Still can't get over Lobzilla. He is one funny looking dude. I actually never saw the guy here. I don't think the puzzle resets in the base game either. Okay. That's good to know. I'm trying to remember... Oh, an Ultra Ball. Cool. Trying to figure out where I need to go to find the guy. Oh, do we need to, like, drop more boulders down here? Is that what the implications is? Or is it just like, there's a separate room? You did half the puzzle. Okay. I just want to double check. Alright, let's go back. We gotta do the other half of the puzzle. So... I probably have to turn off speed off because... I'm not gonna do a strength puzzle at maximum velocity. And then immediately get, like, jumped by a Pokemon at slow speed. Okay. Should have brought repels. Oh, I didn't mean to hit that. Oh! I accidentally tapped it because I went on speed up. Dang it. Try it again. I was trying to hit the other boulder. Luckily, I'm pretty sure, yeah. Because my thoughts are do that. Then go down. Cross. Turn off speed up because I want to be careful here. Do that. Right? Assume that's correct. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, what a majestic bird that one is. Like how none of these are birds except for the last one we're about to fight. Right. We're gonna turn off speed up for now so we can see this guy. Is Kine. Now, I don't know how much damage my grass type attacks will do, so we're gonna try Sludge Bomb. He is asleep, so he won't get poisoned. Do I run the risk? Ooh. Okay. Now we just gotta put him to sleep again. And at least he's not as fast as the hamster. Playing a dangerous game there, though. But yeah, Fish. This is also another one of Kirby's buddies. I believe this guy helped you, like... Yeah, it was Rick. For some reason I thought Ricky, but then I remembered, like, no, it's just Rick, isn't it? Yeah, it's Rick. Rick, Kine, and Koo. That's what their names are. And they did show up during, I believe, Star Allies as one character. Which is really cool. I did like that. That was pretty cool to put 3 characters in one. Because they are quite memorable for some people. But yeah, I got mixed up with Rick and Ricky from, like, Xenoblade. Thankfully, this is the last 2 captures we really need to do. So, if we must, we can throw the Master Ball. But obviously I want to, like, try and avoid doing that. Wow, that did a lot more damage. Oh, is that gonna kill? It is. Dang. Nah. We'll do a reset and a speed up now. You've seen the fight, so... Looks like us getting slowed down kind of screwed us over. How much damage is... Mega Drain does less damage, that's funny. Isn't he pure water type? Let me double check. Yeah, he's pure water. So, pure water, Rick is pure ground, and Koo is pure flying. That's something that I do like about this game, is that, the Mons are, like, not the usual typings. Like, a lot of the flying types in this game could have been normal flying, but they're not. How is it that when they're asleep, it feels like they break out of the Pokeball so much more easily? Like, I have put you to sleep. You are in the red. You should shake the ball once, you know? Thank you. Speed up is very helpful. Alright, kind sunfish Pokemon. A legendary Pokemon with mastery over the water. Can swim through even the harshest currents with ease. Alrighty, one more to go. And then I guess we just have to run back and forth until our last Pokemon evolves, because we've pretty much caught everything in the game. With putting the mons to sleep, they should be unable to break out at all. You'd think so, but yeah. Apparently every single one of these Pokemon thrash in their sleep or something. Alright, to the mansion! And also they make it that freeze is technically better, but like, the chances of freezing a Pokemon are so small that it's not even worth it. Alright, they put them in the right area. Almost. Only 2 more slots to go, and then we've caught every single Kirby-mon in this game, which is wild. I didn't even think we were going to do this, but we have. When I saw, like, that we could catch all the Pokemons, because I was worried that we weren't going to catch all the starters, so I was just like, oh, I guess there's no point. But after I saw we could catch all the stars, I was like, yeah, why not? Let's catch everything. And I'm happy we did. We even got some shinies too out of it. There's also no move that only freezes and nothing else. They did add Frostbite over in Legends Arceus, which I thought was interesting. Maybe we need Frostbite to come back in some shape or form. It was kind of weird, like, how it worked in those games. Like, there was just this special ability that, or like... Oops. Need to go up a floor, don't I? It's like you gotta jump down. Jump from, like, a particular spot, if I remember rightly. Oh my goodness, there's a lot of encounters here. Pretty sure Frostbite was Burn, but for special attacks. Yeah, that's another thing too. We don't have a special attack version of Burn. Maybe we should get it. Nerf special attackers a little bit. I say this as someone who likes running special attackers over physical, but that's kind of the reason why. Is because that you can cripple, like... You can cripple physical attackers by inflicting burn. I think I need to turn that statue off. There's not really many ways to stop a special attacker setting up. Gotta go fast. I think we need to jump on this one. No, apparently not. So it's further on. And it resets this one too, dang it. Does it like turn all the statues on if I do that? Maybe that's what's happening here. It looks like it does here. Every statue activates at the same time. I'm running into a lot of kappas, or capers, or whatever they're called. Yeah, let's just go down here. Okay, me trying to remember the puzzle here. Alright. I am going to keep the speed up on because we've already encountered this guy last episode. Gonna go fast. We got some shiny hunting to do in Violet for the couple of people who are still around. Hey, that was really quick. Like, stupidly quick, actually. Oops. Got to turn this speed off of. Coo! A legendary Pokemon with mastery over the air. It throws its feathers, which are sharp as blades. Alrighty. What the? What the? He's still there. That doesn't look like it's supposed to happen. Does that mean I can re-encounter him again? Just give me a sec. I gotta double check. Oh, okay. That's weird. I can just fight him all over again. I'm gonna speed this up because I just want to see what happens if I take him out. He disappears. Okay, now he disappears, and it... Yeah, that's weird. What a weird glitch. Well, it doesn't matter. I didn't want 2 coups. It would have ruined my my living dex if I did that. Alrighty. So now we gotta deal with this thing. Which is we gotta run back and forth until our last Pokemon evolves. And then once we do, we can also put all our Pokemon into Pokedex order. So we can say we've literally caught them all. I don't think what the best place to go to is. Probably the biking route, maybe? We'll just keep our flyer for a moment. The biking route's really long, so it might be a... Can't hit the buttons. We're going so fast. Alright. We can keep Reaper on the team because he's a shiny. He doesn't actually take up a slot. Oh, I guess Bird is shiny too. Alright guys, time for the hardest part of the run. Can we get enough friendship with our boy so that we can evolve him? So, I just Sacred Fire that guy. He got evaporated. Let's... Is it over here? I'm trying to find... what the best location is to just run up and down. Gotta take out all these bikers though, goodness. Gotta take that pocket money. I probably could put Void out in the front. Void can fight some stuff, right? It's level 50. And I think you do get a little bit of friendship if your Mon actually participates in a battle. Okay. There we go. Now the hard part. I think we'll just run up and down for like a couple of minutes and then use a rare candy and see if it's enough. But yeah, this is going to probably unfortunately be the hard part. We wanted to catch Void earlier on, but we just weren't able to. But once Void has evolved, I'm pretty sure you guys will be excited to see what he evolves into. And if you have enough Kirby knowledge and the lore, you probably will have a pretty good guess of what it might evolve into, considering we need to use friendship to evolve it. And then once we're done with that, I guess we jump over to Pokemon Violet. So if you do have Pokemon Violet or Scarlet and you are interested in joining in with some shiny sandwiches, I'm totally down to do that. If not, we'll just be doing the Golden Week hunt and do some Vivillon hunts. It is a bit unfortunate that I can't do Vivillon hunting with other people, because it turns out if I'm the only one who's put the postcard in, only my Vivillon get affected by the pattern change. I kind of wish it was like everybody in the Union Room gets affected by that, but I guess it would be less incentive for some people. But I feel like it would help with the multiplayer aspect of it, no? Like, if your friend said, hey, I have a rare Vivillon pattern, do you want to join in for a sandwich? You'd join in, right? Speaking of a shiny that I still haven't gotten yet, I still haven't gotten that Munchlax. I've got to figure out someone who might want to do Ogre Ousting. We need 4 people to get the hard level of Ogre Ousting done so I can get that shiny Munchlax. It's been taunting me for like a very, very long time and I still haven't got it. And since we're not playing Pokemon Violet as much anymore, except for shiny hunting, because essentially the game is finished at this point, not much we can do. Alright. I'm going to climb up the hill one more time, and then we'll use a candy, and then if nothing happens, we can go back to more cycling. I mean, we can also give, because we have calciums and stuff like that, we can give them to Void to level up friendship too, because I'm pretty sure these items help, help with leveling up. Give a little bit more friendship. Okay, gotta do more friendship running. What time are we at? We're at the 2-hour mark, so I think we definitely could have finished this game a little bit earlier, or like finished it maybe last session with the pace we went, but I think it's better that we're just doing it now rather than go like 2 hours over stream limit back when we was doing this. Because I've learned that I am not that extroverted to talk for 7 hours straight. And at the 7-hour mark, I'm pretty much like fading away. But one thing I do want to do is start like putting new music onto the stream elements music list. I can at some point consider putting viewer requests at some point, but I probably want to keep it like just for stuff I choose. I'm gonna have to make multiple ones, I think, because obviously some music doesn't fit with others. Like, I don't know what's playing because it's being goofy and won't let me hear the music as well. But I assume it's playing some sort of more relaxing music because it is supposed to be relaxing music. It's supposed to be for the drawing stream rather than like me running back and forth on a bike stream. Relaxing. Yeah, hopefully you guys don't fall asleep while I'm running back and forth. It's not the most entertaining gameplay, but we gotta get it done. Maybe what I'll do is just cut this part out. We just go to the footage and you'll just see this hard cut of just a text on the YouTube video saying, after 1 hour of cycling back and forth, and then just cuts to the Evo. That would be useful. But at the same time, I might, who knows, maybe they will miss out on some incredible story that I start talking about. Yeah. Alrighty, let's see. Nope. Still nothing. Boy does not want to evolve. I wish there was like a guide on how to like evolve Pokemon faster in FireRed. Let me take a look. FireRed. Besides cheats, I guess. Friendship. Fast. Sanic fast. Keep it in the party. Walk. How many steps for max friendship? Increments. On average, oh my goodness, you'd have to take 38,000 steps. Ugh. That'd be a stupid amount of steps. That's a lot of steps. And I assume this is max friendship that they want us to go to as well. Thank goodness that we have berries and friendship berries in the later games, because friendship is a very hard thing to do when you want to just get the Evos done right near the end of the game. Because I don't have the money to buy any more vitamins either, so that's not an option. And berries are just non-existent in this game, like, at all. I think that the only berries we found are some Rost berries that we found on wild M-birds. Which is just like, oh, are there just no berries in Fire Red and Leaf Green? I do not know. I know at least it's sort of like more advertised in the Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald games, the berries, because that's kind of when they first implemented berries. So it kind of makes sense that they're not as implemented in Fire Red and Leaf Green, since these games are based on Kanto and are prior to berries. Good thing we have speed up too. Can you imagine us doing this at normal speed? That would take us forever. I don't know if rare candy also gives like level up friendship, because I think you do get friendship from leveling up. But it's kind of funny because this sort of behavior of just running back and forth is actually seen pretty useful for Nuzlockes. If you do have friendship-based Pokemon, because there are a couple of Pokemon that evolve into friendship-based mons and are far more useful once they evolve through friendship. So some Nuzlockers will literally just pause the game and run back and forth on speed up until they get the Evo. Because obviously getting the Evo via friendship is just running around back and forth, and you don't run the risk of running into wild Pokemon and losing said Pokemon to a random encounter or random gym or random trainer. Obviously, the flip side is that a lot of Nuzlockers, I know there are a couple of Nuzlockers who will do the rare candy claws because it's just faster. And I do understand. Obviously, you don't get the EVs from using candies as you would just running into Pokemon and fighting them for their EVs. But also, it's understandable because do you really want to watch me grind levels? Like, some of these Pokemon evolved stupidly late. If we didn't have rare candies, I'm pretty sure this playthrough would be twice as long just by us having to, like, level up Pokemon, which is absurd. Because I think a couple of the mons don't evolve until level 48 alone. Nor would we have been able to get our team strong enough to get through the Elite Four, too. So, definitely on the side of if you can get rare candies into your games, do so. Obviously, it's not as useful to do unless you've got like a modded 3DS for some of the later games to get rare candies into your games. But on emulators, there's cheats and stuff that you can put like a ton of rare candies in, which definitely helps. Apparently my doggo is feeling tired too. He just let out a big yawn. But I guess it's because today's a sort of chilly yet sunny day. It's a good day to stay inside and keep warm. We are approaching the last month of autumn over here. Well, we still have one whole month, but like we're pretty much at the end part of autumn, so we're approaching winter. So the temperature is severely dropped, which makes getting up for work a lot harder because it'd be cold. Don't you want to just stay in your warm bed without having to get up for work at like 5 in the morning? But work gives me monies, so I've got to do it. And I don't have any other means of getting monies, because it's not like I'm streaming full-time or something like that. I don't even know if I could stream full-time just in a general sort of sense. Like, if I were to stream like every single day, I'm pretty sure I'd run out of things to say. My life is not that interesting. Just rob a bank? Yeah, let me just do that real quick. Suddenly, my stream schedule would open up real fast. But, yes, no, I'm not going to be doing that. Oh, but there is something I could tell you guys about, because technically if you're not on the Alchemist's Discord, you probably didn't hear about this. So, besides the fact I'm doing the D&D sessions over on the Alchemist's Hollow, which Connor is also one of the other players, I'm doing another D&D like campaign with a couple of uni friends. And, well, yeah, last session didn't go terribly well. But it's a long one, so at least I have something to talk about during this long stretch of silence. So, during that session of our D&D, the session beforehand, so I would say about last week, or the week before, because we're now in a new week, we're getting close to a new week. Our DM gave one of our players the deck of many more things. Like, he found it on this guy's person. And the deck of many more things, if you're familiar with the deck of many things, where it's draw a card and see what happens, and some of the cards are really, really good and really, really bad, the deck of many more things is sort of like a weaker version of that, but it has like 40 cards. And because it has 40 cards, there's so many different things that can happen to you. You can think of it as the Deck of Many Things DLC, honestly. And it was given to a player who's known for his chaotic playstyle. Like, two of his characters have been incredibly chaotic beings, despite, like, I got hot PTSD. No, oh, I said got. I mean, I've already, like, dealt with the Deck of Many Things from, like, previous campaign. We've had the Deck of Many Things literally end the campaign with everybody dying. So, I know what its power is like. And I was the one who caused that because I decided to draw two deck. I accidentally killed one of our party members with a nat 1 and shot him while he was unconscious, which made him lose the 2 death saving throws that he needed. And I decided, as a sort of last thing to the game, I decided to pull the 2 cards out of the deck, and I was like one of the last people. Like, we had no other players available, so. And unfortunately, the cards I drew were one that summoned a giant space kraken to attack the ship we were on. And then the second card was the Void card, which pulled my soul out of its body and sent me into some void place. So that just ended the campaign because there was nobody to rescue me except an NPC that we had. And funnily enough, the DM basically did some rolls and told us that this NPC went on to become the hero of the area and beat the final boss with a bunch of other people that he amassed along the way. And he was literally some random pirate that we recruited, and whose name was Gary or something like that. But Gary literally went out of his way to, like, beat the final boss of the game, win, and now, like, his post-game credits was him going to go rescue me. Which, honestly, as bad as how it all ended, was pretty cool that there was this one dude that he went from Mook NPC to savior of the world. Which, you know, is wild. But, we'll continue the other campaign. So this other campaign, our Artificer, who's a goblin, got this deck of many more things, and I immediately voiced my concern. I was like, oh my goodness, no, you can't just give him another deck of many things. Because we already have a deck of many things on a different character, but he wasn't playing that session because he was absent. So his player character was in the game, controlled by our DM, but the actual guy wasn't there for this session. And so we had 2 decks just now in hand, which is wild and very dangerous. But unlike the other guy who has the deck of many things, the deck of many things holder, which is our rogue, he's new to D&D, so this is like his first ever campaign. So when he heard, like, me say just against the deck, and I'm like, no, we are not drawing any cards from this deck. This deck is hella dangerous. Do not do it. And then he has on the other side where some guy's like, well, I mean, you can get something really cool, and it did save us that one time, so you should totally pull from the deck. And my DM's like, yeah, you know, you could pull a card or two, you know? So he's, like, unsure because he is also a new player, and he's getting, like, the devil and angel scenario on his shoulders where he's not sure what to do, so he hasn't really pulled too many cards. I won't lie that the one card he did pull did save us from a major boss fight, so I will give him the credit for that, but, like, I can understand his hesitancy being, you know, new to the game and being given one of the most dangerous, chaotic items in the game. Our Goblin Artificer has played a couple of games already. He's already chaotic. Man pulled a card within 10 minutes of getting this deck in-game. Like, we were discussing what our plans were to do when we found this secret note to go check out this hideout. And while we were discussing this, he just pulled a card. He was just standing there and pulled a card. And he got the pit card, which caused a giant hole to open up underneath him, and he fell a couple of feet and took, like, 11 points of damage or something. And we had to pull him out because he dumb. But that was kind of, like, the first incident, and I was like, bro, stop pulling cards from that deck. We gotta focus. Like, I think my player character was like, don't do that. Come on, this is dangerous. So after that, we went to the hideout, and we had to deal with an anti-puzzle, which is a puzzle that doesn't exist. AKA, we thought there was a puzzle in a room, and all you have to do was just wait. It was like, you know, one of those compression chambers, like in... I don't want to use Among Us as, like, the reference, but you know how there's those chambers where you got to go in and stay in there for a little while, and then the next door opens? That's kind of what we were in, and we didn't realize, and we thought it was some dangerous puzzle, but it was actually just a waiting puzzle, and all the players were so annoyed with our DM, especially the Artificer and our Sorcerer, because both of them are pretty, like, especially our Artificer, if he can't figure out a puzzle, he gets really annoyed, and the fact that he thought there was a puzzle and there was not a puzzle made him even more annoyed. So when we finally went to the next room, met up with some NPC rival group that that is important to the plot, the story. We were discussing certain aspects of what had happened in our journey, because we kind of both the parties left on a really bad note. We nearly died, or they thought we died. So they were shocked to see we were still alive and noticed that we were missing 2 party members, which unfortunately was the truth, that we lost 2 party members and they did die in that area that we last saw them. And we had to, like, catch them up on everything and whatnot. Whilst we were discussing all this and what we were planning on doing, this goddamn Artificer guy, this goddamn goblin. Oh. The goblin decided to pull 2 more cards from this deck while we were in the middle of discussing very important plot-related things, and we were also in a room that's closed off. Like, we're in a closed room. Anyways, what happens? Oh yeah, he pulls 1 card and it turns into the Tower card, and the Tower card basically splits into 2 and becomes 2 whole new cards. So, you know, like the joke about the Pot of Greed from Yu-Gi-Oh, where you draw 2 more cards from the deck? That's pretty much what happened. And the first card he got was the Fae card, which I jokingly said out loud. I was like, oh man, this better not open up the Fae Wilds or something like that, or throw him into the Fae Wilds. Turns out I was right. It did. It opened up a portal on the wall, you know, like Mario 64 style, of the Fae Wilds, and a hand reaches out and pulls him in. But it turns out the portal was, like, totally still open, and he just started walking back over to our side. And as soon as he walked through, the second card activated, which was the Book card, which caused him to speak in 7 different languages all at once, and nobody could tell what he was saying. Like, nobody understood a single language he was talking about. And we're like, okay, that's kind of awful and weird. Like, literally none of these things were good. But it turns out he drew 2 cards, so the second card that he drew actually activated, and it turns out it was a cube card, which summoned a gelatinous cube, which engulfed him and started dragging him back into the Feywilds. And I kid you not, this entire fight with this cube lasted 5 hours. I'm not joking. This fight took 5 hours for us to eventually beat. Because our DM decided to make it harder. I'm gonna have to cut the story short because we're finally going to evolve Void. Which I need to slow down the audio. And we can finally turn off Stream Elements music. Alrighty guys, here we go. Void is evolving. It took us a while, but we got it. The final Pokemon in the game. Congratulations, your Void evolved into Kirby! And there he is, our son. The final one. And it also gets its own tempo, so you can't get confused. And with that, the entire Pokédex is complete. So I guess we could fly back to, let's fly back to, well, we'll first fly back to Viridian so we can put all our Mons into their decks, and then we go talk to Professor Oak. I don't know if he will say anything, but, you know, might as well. Not accurate, Kirby gets confused often. Yeah. The thing is that he's so confused most of the time that when they try to confuse him further, it doesn't work. That's what it is. Because there are a lot of times where I've seen enemies try to, like, possess Kirby or confuse him in, like, the games. We don't count the anime because he's baby in that case. And he's just like, what? Like, I guess when you're in a perpetual state of confusion, you can't get confused even further. Maybe that's how it works. Alrighty. But yeah, as they say, draw a circle, draw eyes, draw arms, and a big smile, and hey presto, it's Kirby! And there's also enemies here. They forgot to go the other way. Save the game because I don't want to run back and forth over and over again like we just did. Alright, let's see if Oak says anything different if we present him. Good to see you. How's your Pokedex coming along? Let me take a look. The amount of progress you've made on your Pokedex is 151 Pokemon seen and 151 Pokemon owned. Rating? Your Pokedex is entirely complete. Congratulations. Is that all he says? Yeah, that's all he says, unfortunately. But I think that's pretty good. We have found every single Pokemon. Look at that. It is a complete list. It's a bit of a shame that I can't really go over every single dex entry, because there is like 151 to go through. Even more reason you guys should come and play this game so you can read the dex entries. But we'll read the dex entries for at least our boy that we just got, right? I wasn't looking, do it again. You can look the VOD. I'm not falling for that trick. Kirby, the star ally Pokemon. Its friendliness is only matched by its power, able to copy and use nearly any attack with ease. And yes, if you get a shiny Void, it does evolve into shiny Kirby, and shiny Kirby evolves into Kibi, as it's called, the yellow Kirby. Look at that. I guess I should like also take a look at some of the Dark Matter Evos that we had. So there's Dark Matter. Miracle! Miracle Matter is a strange being. It can change its cell structure at will into many different elements. Blade, so Dark Matter Blade, the bane of all things light and good. It's said to drain the very color out of whatever it attacks. And finally, Gooey, the star ally Pokemon. Gooey is Dark Matter given love and affection. Extremely friendly, although not very smart. So if you give Dark Matter the love and affection he needs, he will evolve into a Gooey. Just a lad. A small lad. Yeah. We have all 51 Pokemon, which I am excited to see. All completed. Alrighty. I think this is it. We have finished this series in 4 episodes. So, I'm not sure how I'm gonna really... I probably will cut this in half on the VOD and have the Pokemon stuff separate. But, yeah. Definitely enjoyed this tiny little romp through the game. Let me see if I can, if I go over to here. Let me see if I can copy paste this. Let me try. If I do that. Hey, it works. So what I posted there is the Google Drive. I think if you can check it out and see if it works, it actually will have the IPS file, which you will have to convert it to work on your emulators. I'm pretty sure there are people out there who have tutorials for that. But there's also a Puffy Pink documentation, which actually shows you all the Pokemon and their shiny forms as well, which is really, really neat. Plus, it also helps just like to take a look at all the shinies that this game has, because some of these shinies are actually really, really nice. And unfortunately, we're not going to see all of them because that's just how the game was. We found a good chunk of them. Heck, 2 of our mons are really nice shinies. But yeah, I think that's where we will end it. So, I am going to now switch over to Pokemon Violet. So, you're going to have to give me just a little bit of a moment as I get this all set up. So, we're going to switch games over. There's Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. And I'm going to block out the screen like this. Give YouTube an ending card, but also just like for us to switch games. So I'll be done in just a moment. So take a 5-minute break if you must, and I will see you guys then.